So we're finally at that point where the Calamity makes its final move. And now that I think about it, I was being impatient. I was being really impatient with this. Even other people were as well, saying, "Oh, when the Calamity's going to strike." I guess the reason why I had this feeling is because when I was reading the manga to this, and the manga is like its own side content in a way, and it was you'll see the calamity happen every now and then with certain creatures and even insects and stuff like that. You would see it. It was happening occasionally, like nothing big, but it would spread here and there, and it'll cause the people to reason to have fear. But in here, it didn't happen so often. Only like really one or two episodes in the entire series so far. So a lot of people wondering that what was the point of making Calamity feel so big, having it on the back burner, but realizing that isn't the true main story for this series. Is not Calamity, is Yohane and her development. And I'm like, stupid me, right? Dumb me. So I'm glad that they did it. They did it at the right time. Before I talk about that, Yohane is getting her second wind. You know, things are different from it was from the first episode. Looking at Yohane from first episode and Yohane now, they're two completely different people. You know, at first she was a bit ignorant, stuck up, and just didn't understand anything. Now it's different. She understands that the town she came from is pretty good, worth protecting, worth being a part of. Community is great. She had friends. She could have made friends the entire time, but her own anxiety in a way caught her from making those friends. But now that she opened up, she understands how other people feel. Her worldview has widened a lot now, where she considers these people that she's made along the way as true friends, as they were in their original world of reality. And to the point that she's completely a new person, to the point where one of the audition members came to her town personally to give her an invitation, not mail it. So you can tell how big this is. Because usually they'll mail it to you, they'll see you, but they'll still mail it to you. But the fact that they came there themselves to a small town like that, they saw the summer festival, says, "Girl, you got talent. You can be that shining diamond in the rough. You just need to be polished and stuff." And that's what happened. She is different from what she was before, and because of that, because she stands out more, I would say, because before then, she didn't talk to no one. No one really knew what she was about. They just knew she was around the place, the girl that was always by herself. And then she left town to make something out of herself, but failed and came back. But now everyone knows who she is. The town knows who she is. People love her, they back her. And then when they heard the rumors that she's getting another chance at an audition, everyone is supporting her. This is beautiful about living in a small town is that everyone knows you. And some may see that as a bad thing, but it can be a good thing too. And now everyone's there to support her and stuff, rooting for her, making signs. The entire festival set up for her. In the past, she would never have any of this. She would just left town, no one would know, because that's how little of an impact she made. But now it's different, everyone's rooting for her, cheering for her, saying she got this. She's just setting things up because she's been helping out as well. Not just the calamity, but just doing her everyday errands, fortune telling, and just being part of the community. It's something I feel like that we're missing in today's society is a true good community to make a nice, safe, and valuable place to live in a way. I kind of miss those days in a way. It made me reminisce, where we used to have those small communities and we would pull on concerts and fairs and stuff for the neighborhood, do activities for the kids. It was fun. But anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about this episode. Everything's going to be going up for one thing, Laylops. Laylops and her secret with Yohane in a way. Remember, Layla's job is to take care of Yohane until she can stand on her own 2 feet, watch over her. And when that job's done, I think something will happen to Laylops. Hopefully she won't disappear for that opening phase. Like that's going to happen. And I really hope not, because the bond that those two have are like sisters. Not babysitter, but sisters. But the fact that Yohane said that probably hurt Laylops in a way. Laylops wants to not just do the job, but wants to be there for her, but can't. Animals are like that in a way. They have a job to do, and they'll stay focused on that job, even if it goes against their own will, in a way. So Layla would probably have her own difficulties, but Yana is even noticing it because she realized that Layla didn't really cheer for her or say congratulations, anything like that. So Yana is feeling kind of hurt because Yana is like, even if I do become successful or go to this place, she's even wanting Layla to join her on the adventure out of town, but Layla declines. She's like, nah, man, you gotta do this on your own. And even Yohane actually was very understandable. She was like, she wasn't being pig-headed, actually. She was trying to understand Layla, but Layla is not opening up to her this time. So it's not on Yohane's end, which is a surprise. Because she says, yeah, I understand you want to leave to the city, but why not go to the party? Because she says she has something to do. What is that something to do? Who knows? The dog has their own secrets. This dog is being secretive like a cat, for crying out loud. So, anyways, the party happens, and everyone's setting up, doing their best. And Yone's speech, in a way, it got to me. I don't admit it got to me, because Yohane sees Laylops as her sister, not just as a dog or a pet, but as her sister. The person that was there for her when no one else was, and she was hurt. And then Laylops shows up, and it's dangerous here. Calamity's here. The calamity's here. The thing we've all been waiting for, and we got 3 episodes left. So this is a brilliant time to actually do it. Now I think about it, the calamity started early. Well, it's not like I wanted it to start early. I wanted to have fragments of the calamity happening here and there. People talking about it, but then maybe the calamity itself has a will of its own, in a way, where it's decided to lay low, pretend it was defeated, gather up energy, and then when that moment finally comes, when it has enough energy, it will release it upon their town and cause chaos. Exactly what's happening. It seems like children and animals are mostly affected by this calamity. Whether animals are being taken over and possessed with extreme aggressiveness, or they're just feeling not so okay. Well, I guess adults have this sense of anxiety when it comes to it. It's a very interesting concept of this calamity. One thing I do like also about this world that they live in is that they don't have to explain everything to us about what's going on. Like I said, of all the isekai worlds I have seen, and I've seen tons of isekai worlds, have been generic. This was probably the most unique isekai world. I know I said this in the past, but I can't stop enough because this supposed to be isekai world where you're seeing them having carts and wagons, and they're using magic, but at the same time, they're using advanced technology, in it. They're still driving cars. They have big city buildings, and when they do have technology in city buildings, it's usually because humanity was crushed so hard to the point that they went back to the medieval ages, and the technology was just lost on them, and the cities were forbidden, and they're being foreboded by monsters or demons. But this time, no, they are advancing technology while keeping old-time fashion technology as well. It's just a very interesting concept. I haven't seen before, only so little often, so I was surprised about that. Either way, this was things are starting to finally cook up. Things were cooking up with Yohane in development, but now it's time for the trial. Another trial that she has to go through. Being a hero. Her and her friends saving the day. We got 3 episodes left. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, after when all this is done, we'll not only get some good figurines, but I can't wait to play the game. I might suck at it, but hey, I have it. Looking forward to it. So with that being said, I'll end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.